My name is Karina Jimenez. I will talk about U.S. must deny political asylum to human rights violators. A court USCIS page, every year people come to the United States seeking protection because they have suffered persecution or fear that they will suffer persecution due to race, religion, nationality, membership in particular social group, or political opinion. My purpose is to persuade how some human rights violators want political asylum in the United States, and the United States government should deny their request. I will be talking about former Venezuelan prosecutor Franklin Nieves, who has applied for asylum in the United States after conferring, this is Franklin Nieves, who has applied asylum after confessing he sent the country opposition leader to prison on trumped-up charges. Let me provide some historical information as background. In Venezuela, after February 12, 2014, the day of John, dozens of students took to the street in different cities in largest demonstration that ended with more than 14 lives lost in violent protests. Many students were jailed. The greater responsibility for this event was with opposition leader Leopoldo López, who subsequently, after more than a year in a closed door, trial without the right to defense. After sharing with you this introduction information, I will specifically tell you about the case of prosecutor Franklin Nieves, who has recently arrived in the United States in October in this year, and has declared on CNN in Spanish that the evidence in the case against Lopez was forget. Nieves showed apparent repentance and apologized to Lopez's family. Lopez's trial, based on trumped-up charges pursued by Franklin Nieves, resulted in sentence of nearly 40 years. Lopez here is 14 years. Have a sentences for 14 years. Lopez is a young leader political in my country. After this big demonstration, have charges and is in jail only for her thinking different, because like freedom, people live freedom. Nieves, the prosecutor, separated his family and charged they change the history of Venezuela. Since February 2014, Nieves has pursued trumped allegations and committed human rights violation against the political opposition in Venezuela. It is important that the United States exercise extreme caution in determining who receive political asylum and who not. It is and should be unacceptable to grant asylum to a person who has violated the human rights of others, who has so clearly destroyed the life of a political opponent, and who has so brazenly attacked the democratic process in a democratic republic. According to McCarthy website, Marco Rubio, senator, said Mr. Nieves has a lot to answer for, namely why he proceeded with pursuing a sound legal case that violates the human right of an innocent man, and why he has waited almost 2 years to speak out against the Maduro administration abuse. And according to Menendez, senator said, okay, in Washington, Senator Bob Menendez, author of Venezuela's Defense of Human Rights and Civil Society Act, issued the following statement in relation to a video posted by Franklin Nieves in CNN, one on the prosecutor in the case against Venezuela opposition leader Leopoldo Lopez, announced he has fled the country after confessing he was pressured by the Maduro government into presenting false evidence against Lopez. Again, and already deplorable background of prosecution violence and atrocious human rights violation, we now have further evidence demonstrating the prosecution and sentences of Lopez was a total travesty of justice resulting from a systemic practice where government cronies abuse the Venezuela legal system to punish free expression. Bob Menendez says this information. Let me explain why the situation with Franklin Nieves is important. After more than 15 years in power, the government of Venezuela has a dubious history with democracy. During this period, the Venezuelan government has maintained relations with Iran, have connection with terrorist group Revolutionary Arm from Colombia, the National Liberation Army, another terrorist group, like Spanish ETA, terrorist cellula, have been monitoring war training in Venezuela, has relation with Hezbollah from Lebanon. In May 2015, the United States Congress has received request to suspend US visa for more than 14 public officials. Further joint action with the U.S. Treasury Department is needed because some of these officials are allegedly investing in U.S. resources from drug traffic and corruption in Venezuela. In conclusion, the Venezuelan people feel helpless because electoral organizations are biased in favor to the government. It is very difficult to change the government while electoral organizations are not impartial. An armed force that should comply with the Constitution and linked to drug cartel and corruption. The Venezuelan people are waiting for the United Nations to activate the democratic charter to force Venezuela to return to the path of democracy and to publish violation of human rights. In this larger context, the U.S. response to Franklin Nieves' request for political asylum need to send a message of disapproval of ground doors. There must be no U.S. asylum for Franklin Nieves and people like him. Thank you.